Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Authentic Sounds. My name is Wim Winters and today I will continue the little mini-series of tuning. We had three episodes already, one about technique, one about temperament and one about tuning the complete instrument. Those videos were recorded yesterday in a row, and as I explained in those set of videos, I decided to make three separate videos from this tuning series, and I will upload them to YouTube one after another, just to give each video some time for you to watch and to think about it. But as I play today the instrument, I realized there was something that didn't felt very much okay. The instrument sounded very harsh and didn't respond as flexible as I am used to, and that can happen. An instrument has its own life and feelings, no feelings of course, but it reacts on several aspects. So it's a matter of how you as a musician or as a person feels, of course. But after playing few minutes, I was playing a Haydn sonata, which I would like to record next in one of the next days or weeks, and suddenly I realized what was wrong. I felt that the instrument was tuned a little bit too high. It's only a few hertz, maybe not even, but you can feel it easily. So I took my tuning device and I was right. So probably with this, with making these three videos and talking while I was tuning, I must have set the F a little bit too high. That results in an instrument that needs to be retuned and set a little bit lower. As we talked about that aspect in the other videos, and you can check them out, I will put links in this video to the other three videos. It's not so easy to tune an instrument lower than to tune it up. And even if you have tuned it at a lower pitch, you will have to redo it, most probably. In this case, however, the instrument will adapt probably to this higher pitch, but is kind of used to the old pitch. That's, for my feeling, it's part of the explanation why it sounds for the moment a little bit too harsh. So I will retune it to its old pitch of 408. And I thought I'd just make a video of this tuning session without any talking. We can go in the future deeper into some details, but it might be interesting for some of you to watch just a complete tuning session, knowing that I have to retune the instrument lower, which is probably one of the most difficult things in tuning. Going up, as I said, is much easier. So I will make adjustments, I will make a complete new tuning and also new temperament. And as I said before, I'm not a tuning diehard, but it is a necessity for you as a musician. Certainly if you own an historical or a copy or a newly made historical based instrument, that tuning becomes a part of your profession as a musician. So enough talking today. I just start with the tuning session and I hope you enjoy the video. you can of course leave questions below in the comment box, and I will be happy to answer them. Okay. So again, we're not tuning yet, so I can talking too much. I will put this in between the strings so that I make a monochord instead of a dual chord, and then we're ready to go. It's a good practice for your eyes. Okay. You sometimes miss, but you soon enough recognize that. Okay, so damping the sympathetic strings, and then, as I said, I use this tuning device simply to give me the correct pitch, starting with F. It's of course no science, so I tune the F until I think or I feel that it's correct. Can immediately hear that the instrument will have to go down. Okay, there we go. you can hear that not every note was too high. So it had also something to do with it starting with the F, but also with the quality of the temperament. I put in the instrument yesterday, so talking and tuning is not the best thing to do, but leaving the microphones alone. As I said, you will immediately hear when this is not correct, so it should be better now. Okay, so I retuned the whole instrument. This kind of retuning, going lower with the F, as you have noticed, and the D sharp, were the most problematic tones. It's rather a big step down to do before a concert. So if you notice that some of the notes are too high, try to find a compromise. You can do it, but anyway, what I would do now later is just close the instrument, because after retuning the instrument needs a little time, and then go all the unisonos one per one again in a row and check them. Also in the treble, play the notes in a row chromatically, because they influence each other they have no damping, so they influence while you attack the new note. You have still the influence of the upper tones of the note that is still sounding. So you might need to make some minor adjustments. So in this case, as I said, I will go over the keyboard again just to make some minor corrections. The F and the D sharp will certainly go out of tune a little bit. It's not necessarily. So that was about it I wanted to share with you today, tuning the whole instrument without interrupting and without getting rid of my concentration, because you need concentration, you need silence, and you need really and if you feel that your ear is getting tired, just stop for a moment. It's a few seconds, it's enough. So tuning of an instrument before a concert after it has been transported, that is something we will talk about later when I really have a concert, and to show you on occasion how I tune the instrument before the concert. If you have questions, leave them below in the comment box. I will put links to the other videos as well at the end also, and if you like the videos, of course I would be very happy with you hitting the subscribe button. Okay, that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I see you next time again. Bye.